So in front of me now I have a steel bowl. Doesn't really matter, you can use steel, plastic, whatever you want. So I've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 6 teaspoons of baking powder, which I'm going to add into there now. And I have a mixture of salt, garlic salt and onion salt. Altogether that is 1 teaspoon. So I'm just going to make sure we mix that right the way through. I like to use the flavoured salts, just gives everything that little bit more taste. And so I'll mix that through. So that's my flour, baking powder and salt mixture combined. So now I'm going to add 2.5 cups of fresh plain yogurt. Greek is ideal for this. I'll just get that in. Don't leave anything behind. It has been a while since I've made this, probably 3 or 4 years now. Hopefully my recipe still works. I'm just going to combine them together with the flour. Just fold them around until we start forming a lump. Once we've got quite a stiff mixture, then we will start kneading that with our hands. But for that part, I'm going to put gloves on. So I think that's about as good as we're going to get, so it's time to go in with the fingers. Start forming this all together. Oops. Or possibly just throw it all on the floor. You could use a mixer for this with a door hook. I do have one, but sometimes it's just nice and therapeutic to get your fingers and your hands in there. And once we have this combined, we need to let it stand for maybe 30 to 50 minutes or so. If it feels a little bit too dry, you can always add a little bit more yogurt. Once it starts to combine, I like to take it out of the bowl and we'll just start trying to mix that all together. There's going to be some dry ingredient in there still, so we need to make sure we're forming everything nicely together. As I said, if you think it's too dry, you can add more yogurt. But I think we should be good there now. So I'm just going to leave that in the bowl covered over for 50 minutes or so. Hey everybody, that's Mike back again. So there's my dough, all nice and smooth. I'm just going to knead that for a little while. I like these little silicone sheets. Makes life a little bit easier to clean up. Just knead this through a little bit. So a nice smooth. Don't want no sticky dough. Nice and smooth without any stickiness. Once we get somewhere there, that's looking pretty good. Just going to break that down now into around about 10 pieces. I'll try 8. That way, a little bit more flour. Move these around a little bit, get what we want. Right, you get the picture now. So they're all roughly flattened out. I'm just going to give them a roll, just gentle. I've seen some people try and do these so they're completely round. There's no real need. I like the rustic texture. Doesn't want to look like it's just came out of a factory. So maybe something around there, about 1/4 inch thick. We'll just keep moving on doing that. Try and keep them even all the way through. And that's what we end up with. Next we'll cook them in the pan. Okay, it's cooking time. So get some heat on here. Don't want too much. These are very powerful. Warm up everything fast. Stick a pan on there. I don't always use oil. Most of the time I'll use a dry pan. But in this instance, I'm putting a bit of garlic oil in there. Not much. Now, I put them in straight away and then turn them. So they both get the oil on. Now I'm just going to leave that alone. It will start to bubble. So as you can see, it's starting to form bubbles on there now. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. I move them a little bit just to make sure that it's not sticking, which you shouldn't do. Just check your colour. That's looking good on that side. Just turn over and leave that for another minute or so, minute and a half. So I like to keep moving. So there we have it. There's that one cooked. And here I have some clarified butter that's been infused with some herbs. Just do the one side. It's got garlic, coriander, and a little bit of green onion that was cooked in it, but then I took that out. And I'm just going to continue cooking these. I'll get back to you once we're done. So there we have one naan bread, or flatbread, whichever you want to call it. Nice and fluffy on the inside. Show you that better there. On the inside, still a bit hot at the moment, nice and fluffy. Lots of air pockets, great for soaking up any sauces. So that's it. Mic out. I should turn around and do it properly. So that's Mike done on that one. Talk to you soon once I've made the curry to go with it.